Good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Mark, nice to see you. Lido, hello, hello. And Goat Friend, hello. How are you all doing? Right, welcome. Welcome to another stream. Sorry that I had to cancel yesterday's stream. But like I wrote, I just came back midnight the day before, and I was just so tired from my rotation. So yeah, I had to move it to today. But here we are. We are in Chicago. Very nice. So we're flying the Kuro 787 from Chicago to Montreal. New scenery there from, I think it's MK Studios. And yeah, you can see the lovely background there, Chicago downtown. Very nice. Excited. So program for today, we're going to start out here in the Kuro 787 version 2, and then we're going to go into the fly-by-wire mod. Thanks to Fly Lido, who suggested flying it today for the reason of, one, it has a new sound set, and two, I bought the the new FS2 Crew animated first officer add-on. So interesting to see how that works, how that animation works with the actions of FS2 Crew. Should be funny to watch. All right, cool. Let's get started here in the beautiful 787. So we're going to go ahead and get the battery powered on. Then we make sure, well, we would normally make sure that we have the landing gear lever down, flaps, slats all stowed, master switches off with the radar off. And then we'll take the forward external power, not the aft, on. Let the aircraft come to life. Do I have to be worried now because the displays are dark? Yeah, sometimes these things get messed up with the... You've got to be kidding me. Yeah, so hey Bob, how you doing? Sometimes these things get messed up if you use a livery, but I made sure that this livery is working with the Kuro's version 2. Right, well, let's try something else then. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a look if it's a matter of oh, you know what, guys, does anybody know, does the Kuro 787 actually use the base mod? Because there was an update from the 1000, so I'm just wondering if I need to update this. So let me just update this and we'll go ahead and choose the basic livery again.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience.
Hey, Papa
Could
Charlie,
new
how you doing?
subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
Good evening, smiley face.
Thank you so much, Papa Charlie, for the Tier 2. Big round of applause, Tier 2. 11 months. Thank you so much. Almost a year. Hope you're doing well, Papa Charlie. So let's just update this and then have a look again. I'm pretty sure there wasn't any update for the Kuro, because otherwise I would have seen that. But please wait. You find that's good to hear, Papa Charlie. Thank you so much. Kind of weird. There we go. Kind of weird that. All right, I'm going to choose a different livery here. Let me go with American Airlines. Try that again. So we were here at Echo 8. Fly. The world update. The thing is, I think it wasn't the US, was it? It was something else, Bob. So I decided not to update that. Well, I don't have to pretend that nothing happened. These things happen in flight simulation. So that's the problem we always face. I am not any different. Yeah, Bob, yeah, we'll do that. Two point, yeah, that's the one I've installed, yeah. How was your work? Well, it's actually very, very stressful. The thing is, the issue at the moment is that our trips, so our days are pretty much max duty hours with minimum rest hours in combination. So not every day, but quite regularly. And so so let's do that. So let me try that again. There we go. The only issue I have now, I have no sounds. But I know, yeah, don't worry about that. I know that is definitely livery related. How weird. Just out of curiosity, I just want to see it because I know that we used that one the last time and that worked. They didn't really see it. Was the American Airlines with the Rolls-Royce engines? Because that may be a reason. Because I know I have the GE X sounds working. Bob, I've had a first officer, 787 first officer, on my jump seat 4 days ago. And I had a long talk with him about the tours, trips and so on, destinations. And he said, next year will be fairly quiet on the 787 fleet, so definitely I'll have a lot less stressful time. The transition until January will be quite stressful, but after that, yeah, it'll be much more smoother sailing, as they say. Right, let's keep fingers crossed this time. Yeah, I can hear sounds now. There we go. So isn't it weird, guys? Isn't it strange? So in case anybody's running into the same issues, it is livery related. And of course, you've got to be careful with the engine type that you're using and the sound mods that you have installed. I know that I have a different sound mod installed. But even though it said version 2, on the FS Flight Sim TO website, it's not compatible. How strange. So just running through the over panel real quickly. A lot of the systems are automatic. So we'll take the window heat on. Hydraulic remains off for now. Then we've got the passenger sides to on. And so, yeah, FTSim I have downloaded, although there was an update with the sound sets like 5 days ago or something when I was on rotation, so I haven't installed those yet. Now I'm going to put these to auto. Air conditioning. Isn't it? That's interesting as well, right? So there is like a humidifier option. So I know that the humidity in the 787 is around 25% or something compared to like 10 on normal planes. So quite interesting. Right, upper recirculation fan, lower is on. I'm going to put the packs on already. That's all auto. That's fine. We'll put the nav light to on to signal outside that the aircraft is electrically powered. Here we go. Nice. So I know it's, you know, let's pretend this aircraft diverted to Chicago due to bad weather on their way to Montreal. And now we have to ferry it back to Montreal. I know some of you take great care in that. We're going to have to put the transponder here. So that's going to be 2000 for flying. Right, so I am on VATSIM. But again, there's no controller here at the moment. I'll check again. No, I have to restart for the weather, so I've got to go back again. Go live weather. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. And then we go live time as well. There we go. Cool. Next thing we'll do is we'll feed the FMS, so we just make sure they have the actual database. That is cool. Position in it. GPS position is in. That's fine. Then we'll take the routing. We'll take it according to what we have gone through SimBrief. I checked with, I think it's called Flight Aware. So. And we are going to depart. I just checked Flight Radar 24. So we will depart. Hey Rachel, how you doing? We are going to depart on runway 22 left. Because I saw some departures there. I know 28 right, some departures, I think, but 22 left is what we'll take. And then we'll take a left turn to maybe see something from downtown Chicago as we pass by. Montreal is Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima. So we'll take a ferry flight number. And then it's going to be departure arrival. Now the funny thing is there is just one departure route. So 22 left, it doesn't matter what you take. It is Chicago departure. Now, weird thing is, it doesn't give you the SIDS, which is kind of weird. Hey, Haley Pilot. I'm just wondering if you use something like 28 right. Yeah, 28 right, if you get something there. Hard takeoff, 28 right. No, so... Because there's only one departure route, and that's the O'Hare 7 departure. All right, we'll take 2 to the left, execute. So it's going to be runway heading and then fly direct to Ibaki. Direct Wismo. Hey, Haley Pilot. So how are you doing? How's life? Wismo posts. We go to Paddy. Then Sierra Victor Mike, direct. And from there, it's going to be Quebec 951. And that'll take us to Sannin. All good. Where is here? Where are you then if it's so hot? Because Europe, like, we have 17 degrees, rain all day. It's crazy. From there, we're going to go direct to Miglo. And land. Has anybody know landing runway in Montreal today? The wind right now is pretty variable, so I think we'll go either 2-4. It doesn't really matter. 2-4 left, 2-4 right. Both of them long enough. I guess 2-4 left we'll take. So departure arrival index. Then we go Montreal. So 2-4 left, ILS. And it's going to be the Habs 7. Hey, Retroactive, how you doing? Nice to see you. Transition Miklo. Perfect. Execute. So we'll go through the next page here. Then we've got vectors to Sloka on the ILS. Perfect. Cool. That's good. Alternate airport is going to be according to the flight plan Charlie Yankee Ottawa, right? So Ottawa, so Charlie Yankee Oscar Whiskey. So there we go. So we've done the routing, now comes performance in it. Okay, so what we'll do is we need, according to SimToolkit Pro, we need 13.9 takeoff fuel plus plus taxi, so about 500 kilograms taxi fuel. So let's take 14.4, and the zero fuel weight should be around 143 tons. So we go to weight and balance. So center 0, and we're going to take kilograms. So let's take fuel, what was it 14.4 or something? Yeah, 14.4. That's close enough. Cool. And then for the payload, we've got 100 and so total weight should be 150 something, 157 tons. So we'll take a little bit more. There we go, 157. So that's all we need. So we have the fuel and 157.9 for the takeoff weight. Fantastic. So we'll put that in there. Reserve fuel according to the flight plan. So we've got 2 tons for alternate fuel and final reserve another 2 tons. Let's make it 4 tons final reserve. Good. Now cruise CG, I'm going to take the value that we've got here. So we've got center 20.6. So we'll take 20.6 in here. So cruising level, we get very high up. We're going to 41,000 feet today. And cost index, according to SimBrief, is 64. Nice. We've got a long runway, haven't we? So that's still 2.5 kilometers. I'm going to go with TO1 and climb 2, and we'll put 45 selected. Takeoff, we'll take flaps 5. Oh, did I put that? No, I did not. So put that like that. Start the APU. ZG, let's put 21 in here. 4.25, we'll take the speeds, 146. Uh, 225 is initial heading. And top altitude according to the departure is 5,000 feet. I'll show you that here on Navigraph. So the initial climb, it says here 5,000 top altitude. All aircraft expect radar vectors the first
Welcome
en route
aboard the
navigate.
Captain Black Box Duo Channel
Finny.
experience.
How you doing?
Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
Finny,
Half a year already.
thank you so much for half a year. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. And I hope you're doing well. Cool. And then it says all aircraft cross 5.5 demi arc from Golf Charlie Oscar at or above 3,000 feet and cross 8.5 at above 4,000 and then maintain 5,000 or assigned altitude. So what we'll do, we can actually do that quite nicely. So we can go to fix and let's put Golf Charlie Oscar in here. And then I would say just put the initial heading, which is 225. And then we'll do, what was it, 5.5. Can we put 5.5? No. So we can only put like 5. So put that in there. Just as a first reminder. And the second reminder was then at 8.5. So put again 225, and then put 8 mile in here. So that's nice to have a kind of visualization. Oh, actually, so 225. Yeah, 225. There we go. So we'll take off in this direction. So 3,000 and 4,000 feet. Hey, Krypton! Yeah, I am. How are you doing? Hope family is nice. Hope family is fine. Yeah, so definitely preparing. Cool. Done all that. And flight director on LNAV. Actually, not VNAV. No, other way around. So LNAV is not armed. We'll take heading after takeoff. So that goes to RTO. APU is running, so APU generators have taken over. I'm going to put the fuel pumps to on. Check the fuel here. So nothing in the center tank, just the main tanks. The APU is currently drawing fuel from the left main tank. So let's have a look at the checklist. So pre-flight park and brake is set, and fuel control switches are off. Again, there's no control here, so let's put this to mode Charlie. And then we've got passenger signs on. MCP V2 is 146, heading is 225, altitude 5,000 feet. Takeoff speeds 130, 134, 146. CD pre-flight is completed. Trim. Now this is the thing, so we should go from here, auto, 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 auto. And trim should be 4.25. So we'll match those two indications. Pretty much nose down. Trim is set, taxi takeoff briefing. Well, actually the taxi briefing is still missing, so I'll give you that now. So we are parked on the E or Echo Pier. We'll push back and we'll go along. Yeah, we'll go to Alpha 15, then on to November, and then 28 right. Pretty straightforward, no hotspots. Departure we've briefed. And then we'll go with the beacon on. Oh, Krypton. Okay, then on the vacation you stayed behind for work. Understood. Hope they have good weather down there. So we'll take the jetway off and then we'll prepare for the pushback, shall we? Request pushback and departure. That's a huge pushback truck, blimey.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Roger, roger. So yoke cam is on. Fantastic. You selected, yeah, I'm departing 2 to left.
Departure checks completed.
Hey,
Pin inserted.
okay, thanks, bye. How you doing? Oh yeah, you're right. You know, somebody was telling me that, yeah, they always stay on. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, they always stay on, apparently. Don't switch them off. That was you that told me? Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Nice. Let's do quick edit here. And then we'll do that. Oops. No.
Exiting from editing mode. Please wait.
parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Cool. So the again, the thing is that you have electric starters. So these are starter generators on the engines, 2 each. So 2 left engine, 2 right engine. So also the packs will switch off automatically. It's an auto start feature. So there we go. Auto start. Yeah, Bob, I'm looking forward to seeing it, yeah. Ooh, engines are loud. Blimey.
Please set parking brakes.
Park brake sets.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Yeah, absolutely, Helipilot. Yeah, it's and if you know, Microsoft 2024 holds to the promise that developers will have it easier to implement their own aerodynamic model, then yeah, good times ahead. You didn't hear the engines? What?
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Hang on, you can't hear the sounds in the background? Mark, can you confirm? Oh, geez. Okay, in real life. Man, you just... Yeah, I just... I thought you meant the sim. Thank you much for the feedback. All right, yeah, thanks for clear that. Yeah, I have a video. So on the second flight, I show you a video of approach into Naples, just a few days ago. And well, actually, I tell you what, I'll render the video for the takeoff, and then I was so surprised to hear how loud the engines are in real life. So we're going to put the flaps out. That's all done. Packs are running. We're going to go with the system's flight control page. We'll do the flight control check. So full up, full down, full left, full right. Spoilers coming up as well. Rudder left. Giftspec, it was very stressful. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of stuff still not the way it should be. So we're going to do recall check as well, and then we'll do the before taxi checklist. Anti-ice off, recall checked, auto brake is RTO, flight controls check, ground equipment is clear, APU should go off here. APU is off, and that's the before taxi checklist. We can do the before takeoff checklist as well. Flaps 5 set. So if we go, oh, look at that, they fixed that. That's cool. You can really see that now. And terrain ahead. Hello to you. How are you doing? That's really nice. That's very good. So, nevertheless, we have to go around on the apron. So we're going to go clear left side, clear right side. We'll do those lights on. Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me! Oh no. Right, guys. Now, for those that just joined, I know that we have a Lufthansa livery. The problem is I filed Air Canada. The problem is my Air Canada livery doesn't work. Displays are all black, so tis. So 27.5, 120.75. So I just need to get the push to talk switch. Right, pen and paper ready. O'Hare Tower, good afternoon from Air Canada 522. And yeah, so, oh, sorry, 533 is call sign Canada 533. Requesting clearance then to Montreal, please.
Air Canada 533. O'Hare Tower cleared to Montreal Airport. O'Hare 7 departure radar vectors. Evade then as filed. Climb via said. Departure is offline. Squawk 0544.
Air Canada 533 is cleared to Montreal via the Chicago 7 departure radar vectors to eBay squawk 0544, and just confirm the initial climb is going to be 5,000.
Affirmative. Climb via SID.
Thank you. Climb via the SID. Copied Air Canada 533. What's happening to the engine?
Air Canada 533, read that correct. Your call of 28 right at November 5 or 27, 28 right at November 5 or 27 left at Tango Tango. Just advise which one you'd like.
Okay, Air Canada 533 requesting 28 right in this case.
Air Canada 533, advise ready for taxi.
Oh no. We have an issue with the engine. Are you kidding me? No. I'm just going to shut it down and try to restart. Single engine taxi takeoff. No. Oh my god. What is happening? Right, let's try again. Keeping fingers crossed. Ah, please work. Come on, you can do it. Running. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, right. Oh, let's keep fingers crossed it's going to run. Oh, my God. Let's go. Right, quickly, we changed the departure route to 28 right. So I just want to check the heading. It's going to be 273. 5,000. Yeah, it didn't completely go into running for some reason. It kind of changed all the time. So I have no idea what was going on, but it's good now. So that is now completed. We are good to go. Air Canada 533, request taxi.
Air Canada 533 from runway 28 right at November 5, taxi via Alpha 9, Bravo 1, November 5.
Oh, it's doing it again. Oh no. Air Canada 533, to it right, November 5 via Alpha 9, Bravo 1, November to November 5. That's intersection. What's going wrong with the engine? Lol. Right, guys, we're just going to try. We'll see if we can get this thing running this way. So Alpha 9 is straight ahead and then slightly to the left. If we have an engine failure in flight, that's a different thing. I guess that's entertaining to watch. So here's Alpha 9, then Bravo 1. So the exit is Alpha 9, left Bravo, then we go Bravo 1 to the right. Yeah, well, yeah, Turbo 7 Bob. So we did update the base just prior to the commencing the flight. Yeah, but the good thing is, so with respect to the scenery, which is very accurate, obviously, then it's a good means of practicing taxing and so on, getting used to it. Yeah, Bob, it could be the case that maybe something's messed up with the squawk is in. Yeah. Hey, Ingo, good evening. How are you doing? Right, so we're going to go around the corner and then Bravo 1. We're going to go to the right. Here's November 2. And Bravo 1 should be somewhere here. But we're good now, so we've done a takeoff checklist already. So again, that looks very interesting, doesn't it? So I assume that's Bravo 1. Oh, I think I missed it. I didn't say Bravo 1 there, did
Air Canada 533, Alpha 15, November 5 now.
Yeah, sorry, missed Bravo 1 for some reason. Looked different with scenery here. Okay, so we'll go right here, then left again, November. So then we go November 5. Which is going to be next one to the right. At least I didn't see a sign, Bravo 1 to the right. Yeah, well, then again, Tripton, I mean, I think Detroit, I'm not sure if Detroit is much further away. I think it is. So here's November 5. We're going to hold short here. And that's still going to leave us like 2,500, 3,000 meters remaining runway. So you can see there is some scenery issues regarding elevation. Air Canada 233 holding short November 5, ready for departure.
Air Canada 533, turn right heading 040, runway 28 right at November 5, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, takeoff to it right after takeoff, turn right heading 040, Air Canada 533. Heavy. I should say heavy all the time. God, I'm so bad with this. Where's strobe lights? There we go, strobe lights. We'll put these to off landing lights on. So, I'm going to put right heading 040 in here. I'm going to start the time, although we know we don't have to start the timer. Let me just change one more thing here really quickly. I'm going to have to take the time real quickly. Ident, position init route. Because the cool thing is, we actually have that on here. Good, let's go. Takeoff. So we've got thrust ref. Toga. Thrust set. 80 knots checked. So a good acceleration here. Fantastic. Looking very good. V1. Rotate. Pause the clock. Gear up. Ooh, that's sensitive.
Welcome aboard the Captain
So we're
Black
going to go
Box
heading
Twitch channel
select,
subscriber
autopilot
experience.
on.
Could new subscribers please
So we've
make
got
your
thrust
way to the
ref,
first
VNAV
class
speed,
cabin,
heading select.
where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight
TCAS should be on,
entertainment will be
obviously.
served. Thank you.
There we go.
Canada 533, frequency change approved today.
Thanks so much, Air Canada 533. See you next time. Right, flaps up. So we're going to have the 3000 for sure. And so what's up? Nice to see you. That's 4 years. How are you doing? Thank you for the 4. Give you a round of applause for that. Look at that Chicago in the background there. Beautiful. What do you mean? So we're going to go level off here, 5,000. There's nothing on TCAS. So I'm going to go direct to Ibaki now, execute LNAV, and then we'll climb 410. So let's go do that. So now we got thrust ref. Hang on, why isn't it going LNAV? It's got LNAV armed. Let's try that again. Huh? Why has it got direct Ibaki? So direct Bismo. Let's try that.
Midway traffic, flathead 2 taxiing 22 left Midway.
That is a bit strange, so 410. Now it's time to panic. Nah, we'll get it working. Hang on. So 10,000 foot flows. Yeah, it's strange though, isn't it? Lovely. Make Lake Michigan. Got a huge city, right?
Midway traffic, flathead 2 departing 22 left Midway.
Damn, that's a nice view. And again, we're on live weather, live time, so that's really nice. Cool. Good. Let's go seatbelts to auto. And then we can get rid of the fixed page as well. So fix, clear, no, delete that out. So, what else can we do? Detroit is further east. Okay. All right. So, just wondering. You need to direct with the radial in, really? So what radial would that be? Radial in. So like this. Invalid entry. Oh my god. Right, last transition. Standard cross-checked. The engines are fine, so yeah, just a little bit of an issue after engines start, but now it's running nicely. No problem at all. Yeah, terrain ahead we do. So single engine taxiing, we have. We do literally every flight. So let me try 090. So we're going to go to Wizmo 090, execute LNAV. Okay, so it's taken LNAV, Bob, so that has worked. Okay, so Bob, yep, thank you much for that. So that workaround works to get us inbound to Wizmo, and we are now in NAF mode. So that saves us a lot of headache. Oh, sorry, Lilo. Yeah, so Lilo, thank you much for that. Right, but it's still too early to celebrate. It's continuing to turn. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, so, and then, yeah, and then doing it direct again. In LNAV, that seems to work, yeah. And now that leg is showing up as well. Okay, so, whew. Known bug, thank you much. We are on our way. Very nice. Train ahead, funny story. I tried being realistic just one time, so I did in one-engine taxi. I forgot to turn the engine afterwards. Because, really? Oh, God. So imagine doing that. Oh, what's happening? Look, it's still not. It's continuing to turn. Oh my God, what's happening? Krypton, we are in fact planning a trip to Mexico the fall next year. Both legs via Munich in the A350 are paying €100 X one leg on Martin Queen. Oh, well, I mean, I would guess a lot of people would definitely say go with the 747. See how that sequences to the next. Yeah, something's really bugged, unfortunately, with the LNAV. All right, I'm gonna have to go with heading select and do this in heading mode, guys. Yeah, people will definitely tell you, advise you to go with the 747, because you never know when you're gonna have the next chance. Yeah, and if you can, Krypton, I would go with at least premium economy. I've been in the course. No, so Pod, hello to you. I don't really want to go into any speculation. I would say I would go this far without going into any kind of conspiracy theories and so on, but in my understanding on how literally all parts of the world are covered by radar, be it military, civil, whatever, I find it very hard to believe that nobody, military or civil, doesn't know where the Malaysia flight went. That's just something I can't really believe. But then again, I don't know. I can't give an answer on what happened then, right? Somebody keeping things secret, or, it's just, it could also be that, yeah, it just disappeared from radar, and, yeah, and nobody knows its fate, so. It's very sad, it's very tragic, because especially for those relatives that lost a family member, friend on that flight, they just cannot know for sure what happened, and that's really the tragic thing behind that. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. I wonder if we're going to get up to 410. It's already struggling, but we're not very heavy, so it should be able to do that. Hey Voyager, moin, wie geht's dir? Yeah, with you. That's really what I wanted to say. Yeah, they have no proper closure on that, so that's why it's so sad. Right, 10,000 feet to go, and here comes some clouds. Hey Jeremiah, how are you? Yeah, guys, tomorrow. So there's another stream tomorrow. Tomorrow at 10 p.m. Local time, so 8 p.m. UTC. We'll do another flight in the Comanche, and we're going to go and fly it on the Iceland tour. There was an update with the Comanche as well, right? I am looking for the second flight, so we're going to go into the fly-by-wire mod, and there is a new cool addition from FS2 Crew, and I've been using FS2 Crew extensively in the Phoenix, for example, but I also own the fly-by-wire mod FS2 Crew add-on, and they just brought out a animated first officer for the fly-by-wire mod, and it'll be interesting. I have not flown it yet. I've tried it to make sure the installation works, but connection loss, seriously. But I hope that oh, I changed that to 1600 today, yesterday, Bob, because what's happening now? Come on. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. How the animation helps with immersion. So I hope that we get reconnected again very soon. Yeah, Krypton, the option really would be then if you... Yeah. So next year, I'm just wondering... Yeah, so you think like getting 3 seats... terrain ahead, as far as I know, yeah, it would affect weather updates and terrain. You can see now the terrain looks a bit weird. Yeah, some time ago, like, 2 months ago, we had huge issues here in Germany regarding disconnections, and they did something to fix it, and it was good. Hey TW, how you doing? They fixed things, but yeah, it's been very stable. But I'm surprised that today that we have a disconnect. Can we force a connection again? It's going to take a few seconds to do so. It was mainly in Germany, terrain. Well, there were some other countries that had issues, but the biggest issues were in Germany. So the servers here, they completely kind of blacked out. Right, let's hope it reconnects. Well, that looks all right now. So let's just check the sectors, which ones are open. So they have Indianapolis, Jacksonville, but I don't see anything towards Montreal. Albuquerque's online. Yeah. Yeah, but then again, Pod, I mean, I just don't understand why, you know, I have no issues with the internet itself. So the stream is doing fine, 60 FPS upload, all good. It was just now the issue with yeah, Microsoft connection. In case you are wondering, we've been airborne for 20 minutes and we should have about an hour to an hour 10 until landing. It says 18:25. Yeah, so an hour 10 roundabout. Which is good. So we then have good time to the second flight. Okay, so cabin upgrade in the fleet. Well, yeah, there are. I mean, there are going to be some cabin upgrades coming. I don't know about the 747 though. I don't think that it's going to be the 400s that they will upgrade. Maybe the -8s. But yeah, there's a new cabin layout coming. So it's hard to say really right now. Yeah, which aircraft will have it available by that time. So, gonna have 085 on the next leg. I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with track. That's a nice feature as well. So that means it'll automatically compensate for the wind. So the next track will be 085 after Paddy. Now I want you to have view our left, view our right. That's good. We'll take some airport data here as well. Cool. Yeah, the problem is I can't go into nav mode. The nav mode seems to be broken at the moment. So let's go 085. Let's see how that works out. Slowly but surely, we're getting up to 410, 41,000 feet. Very nice. Beautiful looking clouds below. And whenever I fly over the US here in the sim, it really amazes me of the size of this country. And again, it's fairly flat here, so incredible large area. Is it really? Is anybody else having issues with the audio? Is it lagging for anybody else? It's working fine. Thanks, Bob, for the feedback. Good. Okay, thanks. Yeah, thanks, guys, for the feedback. Thank you, Mark. What? Hey, Barak. Thank you so much. Berlin problems, then. Most likely. Most likely. The mic sounds different. I mean, I did update the Wavelink app, but the settings should be still the same. Yeah, very nice fast climb. Now, this has taken the values obviously from the performance index. So we've got a performance index of 60 something, 64 cost index, which isn't really that fast. I would imagine, you know, a high cost index would be 150 up to 200 or something. The microphone sounds a bit robotic. Okay. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's actually a little bit better than, yep. Hey Daniel, wie geht's dir? Nice to see you. Yeah, I would have to look at the replay to see what's wrong with the microphone then. Well, to be honest, Bob, it doesn't really make... Now, normally in the normal aircraft, it doesn't make any difference at these altitudes. So all of these values should be pretty much the same. There isn't... And even the cruise power shouldn't... Yeah, just marginally less. But yeah, it doesn't really matter regarding... But you're right. Normally, it will automatically go into climb. Right, 1,000 feet to go. Tracking is fine. That's good. Okay, slightly more echo. So what I can do, I can dial down the overall sensitivity of the microphone, and that should alleviate the echo just a bit. Danny, you better now? Thanks for asking. How are you? Well, I'm still fairly tired from my last rotation, but apart from that, I'm doing well. And looks like this month is going to be the last month for me on the A320 fleet. So, oh, and I had some interesting statistics today, guys. I just went through my flight book, my online flight book. The problem is that flight book only has data from 2005 onwards. However, I was still flying long range on 2005, and then I changed 2007. I became a captain. So overall, since 2005, I've logged in 10,600 hours, almost 6,000 flights. I visited 139 airports in 55 different countries. As a captain, I've now logged close to 9,100 hours. So I should be able to reach 10,000 hours as PIC before I retire. And if I then extrapolate and estimate my complete flying hours, then it would be close to 17,000, between 16,000 and 17,000 hours. No, so Daniel, unfortunately, they're not doing any more training on the 747 at the moment. So I would have to wait until probably in mid next year.
Welcome aboard,
which I'm not going to do.
Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment
Is it still
will
so
be
hot?
served.
Blimey.
Thank you.
We are burning in here. Throw some chemtrails or something on us, plus Kappa BB 711 beloved.
Ave Miko, thank you so much. Muchas gracias. 69 months. And how hot is it? Because we've got like 17 degrees here. Here it's so cold. It's raining all the time. Yeah, the mandatory retirement age here in Europe is 65. And the US, they've increased it to 67, I think, now. So in Europe, it's 65. Well, 2 years' time to reign ahead. So I'll be retiring in 2025. Well, 10,000 hours as PIC is an achievement, yeah. That's a long time as a captain. I'm almost 54 now. It's high 30 degrees day. Wow, that's hot. Yeah, here it's, like I said, it's cold and rainy. It's miserable. Is it normal to be rated on the A320, 330? Yeah, so 320, 330 would be normal for some airlines, and then 350, 380 is something I've seen. The same for 787, 777, or at least the 787 and 777X. That's going to be a joint rating. Yeah, so 1st September to reign ahead, I should be starting my transition course on the 787. That's why I have been flying a little bit more on the 787 lately. Artemiko, are you still going cycling in those temperatures, or are you gonna? Well, maybe just do it more like evening hours, morning hours? Yeah, the thing is, so what makes it interesting is the fact that maybe I still get the chance to fly the 777X, depending on its delivery. So that's something, and I've never flown the 787 yet, so that's something I'm looking forward to. Oh, you don't have air conditioning? Yeah, me too. So I don't have air conditioning in the house. So yeah, Lewis, it's the remaining time you have to be on the new fleet. If it's the end, the last fleet that you go on to, it's 15 months by contract. So I have to do 15 months service on the 787. That's the minimum I have to fly on there. Will the 777X ever be finished? I hope so. And okay, so Arthur, because you're going cycling early, cool. Yeah, Daniel, I've had about 4 or 5 lightning strikes in real life. 3 of them while I was flying myself, and 2 that I witnessed as a passenger. And yes, it's very loud. Depending on where the lightning strike hits the aircraft, it's very loud. But usually there is absolutely 0 damage. The only thing that's somewhat annoying is the fact that a very extensive lightning strike check has to be done by maintenance. So the aircraft will be grounded for at least a couple of hours, depending on the size of the aircraft. But yeah, it doesn't really affect the aircraft systems. It's Faradayische Käfig, so Faraday cage, if you like. Yeah, so Arthur, I went cycling. Well, yesterday wasn't because of heat, but because of the thunderstorms. So they kind of quieted down in the evening.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber
Hey, Daniel,
experience.
thank you so much.
Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Daniel, thank you for the 25.
Thanks for explanation.
That's my pleasure. And Daniel, did the captain make an announcement? That's something I would like to know. Have you ever been diverted because of an ash eruption? No. Not because of ash, no. Weather, yes, but not. No, I've never had an emergency coming out of a lightning strike. The thing is, so we pilots, we always try to avoid getting anywhere close to a thunderstorm. The weirdest lightning strike that I had was like 10 miles away from a huge thunderstorm cloud. And I thought I was doing the approach, and we had 10 mile separation. We were in clear skies, so I could see the cloud to the left of me, and that's when it hit us, and that's so strange. But yeah, it can happen. Yeah, it's weird. It does that as well now. So thrust limit cruise. Yeah, that's strange. In my company, our pilots, as our cabin crew, told us many times that there's a short time some things went dark on the flight deck in the 737. Okay, it shouldn't really happen. I'm not saying it can't happen, but that would be a very rare case where, you know, if you have electrical, I mean, something that could happen theoretically, although it shouldn't really. I mean, let's say you got a power surge, and both electric generators just drop offline. So they go offline for a few seconds, and then you either reset manually or automatically they come back. So to give you an idea, looks at the electric here. So so there are generator breakers, we call them. So there's like a safety feature to prevent a overcharge of the buses. That the breakers open, the control breakers, or the line breakers they're called sometimes, and then you can reset these generators, right, to try to get it back online again. So yeah, it could theoretically happen that for a short period of time things get a bit darker in the cabin, and then after reset they come back again.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
Moinzu Salmon.
Moinzu
Hey
Salmon.
guys.
So Fly Real 87, thanks for the tier 3. That is incredibly generous. Thank you for the tier 3 second month in a row. How are you doing, Fly Real? Are you still flying the 787? Or, no, you're. I'm not sure. Or do you fly the 787? Hey, Sim Caesar as well. Greetings. How are you? On our way to Montreal. Oh yes, my plan is definitely to continue streaming, because I do find it fascinating to follow along the developments in flight simulation. So that will still go on. I don't think I'll become a full-time streamer, although you never know. But definitely, I'm fascinated by the developments. So Sim Caesar, how are you doing? Big shout out to Sim Caesar. If you do not know him yet, please make sure check out his channel, please. Here, Mark, thank you so much for the shout out. Stream until 80. Well, I do plan. So here's the thing. I flew with a first officer on my last rotation that is still flying GA aircraft as a instructor even. And so I asked him lots of stuff about what requirements there are to regain my PPL or SEP, and how much does it cost to charter a plane, etc., etc. So, hey Bruno, nice to see you too. So definitely, I am looking into going back to flying, smaller planes, Fly Real, you're doing well. That's good to hear. Once again, thank you so much for generous support. Well, I may, you know, terrain ahead. I may do some vlogs, some vlogs. Yeah, why not? Oh, I wonder, Bruno. Anytime you're going to start your flying, GA flying soon, or still sometime in the future? Soon, trademark. Okay, well that's big letters. That must mean something, like very soon. Yeah, so the question is, Bob's SSG 747A. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'll have a look at it and see if there's any improvement on that. But sorry, yeah. So Terrain had a lot of rain in Germany, I think last year. Did that affect your flights? I don't remember any bigger issues with just rain. I mean, we had, you know, some thunderstorms last week or last rotation, so that definitely affected us. Yeah, we were stuck in Naples for over an hour, slot 1 hour late because of weather en route. That wasn't even at Frankfurt. That was en route towards just over the Alps, Switzerland, and southern Germany. The frustrating thing there was we actually, so we had a routing over Innsbruck, Munich, back to Frankfurt, and that had a 1 hour slot delay. I called dispatch and asked for a rerouting. I'll show you that on the map. Just give me a second. So let's have a look. So yeah, so we're down at Naples, and so Naples there. So we were routed initially via Innsbruck, Munich, back to Frankfurt, and I asked dispatch to recalculate the plan over Switzerland. So over Zurich, Stuttgart, back to Frankfurt, and they looked and they said, hey, you know what? It's going to cost you like 200 kilogram more fuel. However, yeah, you only would have like 15-minute slot delay. And I said, yeah, you know, book it. Right. So they changed it. We got a new flight plan, programmed the FMC or the MCDU, etc., etc. And then literally 10 minutes prior to engine start, the slot worsened again to an hour late, and that was really frustrating. So a lot of work. We tried everything to get, you know, to get back sooner, and then yeah, they closed or because of the well, there wasn't really, you know, big thunderstorms, but enough to cause some havoc. Yeah. So in case some of you wondered if pilots can do something to, you know, to improve on you know, slot times, etc., etc. Yeah, there is some stuff we can do in coordination with our dispatch office. But the thing is that obviously with bad weather, dispatch is extremely busy. So it took us like 3 tries with the telephone to get through to them. If a pilot delays takeoff for a reason that could have been prevented by the pilot himself. Well, you mean, I'm trying to think of situations. You know, a pilot would not on purpose delay a flight. You know, let's say, unless of course, let's say, for give you an example, let's say, and I've had this situation happen, we had a very long day where we were right at max duty hours, and they planned us at only 10-hour rest time. However, the bus ride to the hotel took over an hour, and there is a minimum time at the hotel of 9 hours. because you're supposed to be able to sleep 8 hours, and then you have 30 minutes prior to going to sleep and 30 minutes after waking up to you know, wind down, shower, etc., and then in the mornings get ready. So you have 9 hours in the hotel at least, and fatigue is a big topic here in Europe regarding responsibilities for flight crews, especially captains, then to make sure that not only that your maximum duty hours are obeyed and you know, minimum rest times are obeyed, but also in case of potential fatigue setting in, and this is on day 4 of 5 days. So obviously we were already pretty stressed out and fatigued. So yeah, I decided to increase the rest time by 1 hour, and no, I did not get in trouble for doing that. So the return flight was delayed by about 45 minutes in the end, but that's just the way it is. I mean, we're talking about safety here, so yeah, I never got a call from my boss and never had to explain myself in that regard. Hey, nice. So Baracco, congrats on your 737 jet training. It's fine to be nervous. So I've always been excited and, you know, in some parts nervous. You know, on you know, any kind of transition. But I've always had an attitude where I always gave it my best. So the Americans have a, you know, good kind of slogan. They say, you know, don't half-ass it, all right? Meaning, give it all you have and be sure that you've already, you know, going through the ATPL phase, you've already achieved such a lot, and you've really gone through the worst part already. So now the you know, the jet rating itself is something I've never found too complicated or, you know, too much. It's a lot of learning that you have to do in a certain time frame. But the advice I could give you is that don't always look at how others are progressing. Accept the fact that there may be some areas, sometimes, some periods where you just do not perform right to the standards, or to your own standards, or to the company standards, and you just need a bit more time, which is perfectly fine, because training has been minimized to the extent where you are expected to finish your type rating within minimum hours. Why? Because that saves money. So it's better to have people on minimum hours, and then if someone struggles a little bit, it's perfectly fine. You get, you know, some 2, 3, 4 sim missions extra, but you shouldn't see that as a failure. That's just the way it is, right? So don't despair. Whatever happens, don't always measure yourself with others. Try your best, stay calm, stay collected, stay concentrated, and then just grind through it. There's always something, you know, you're good at, and there may be some areas where you're not going to be so good at. That's just the way it is. We're all humans. We all have different capabilities and abilities, and yeah.
Toronto traffic, Morningstar 7095 is on final for runway 15 left, Toronto.
Yeah. Baracco, if it was easy, anybody could do it. And the fact that only, I don't know, 5% of all the applicants actually make it through, you know, to the part where you are at right now, shows that, you know, you've already achieved the main objective. And so now it's just a matter of getting a certain aircraft type rating. That's just on top, if you like. Yeah, my classic. So my first rating was the classic 737, and I have to say, I've always been very glad, very happy that I actually was able to start my training, my career on the 737. Because for me, that aircraft is such a true aircraft, and in conventional terms, to learn flying and to start your professional career on. I'm not saying it's bad to start off on an Airbus. It's just different. And I've always been very grateful for flying a more conventional aircraft, a jet. Yeah. So again, so terrain ahead, I mean, good question, but whatever. Let's say, for example, I'll give you another example. When we approach an airport where you have thunderstorms, every pilot or every crew will evaluate the situation, evaluate how severe that thunderstorm is, where it's moving to, the potential impact on the flight, and they will choose the safest option, hopefully. And if that means that that you divert to a different airport, then that's just the way it is. And yes, I have diverted while others still tried a landing.
Morningstar 7095 is clear of runway 15 and taxiing to the FedEx ramp via Bravo, crossing runway 2. Juliet.
And yeah, so maybe they've had no issues landing, whatever. But I made my analysis and I made my call in the end to not take that risk. Bruno, the nav mode doesn't work for some reason. I've tried to. I mean, I can try again. So what it does, it will auto sequence. So right now, it's, let me just try that. Hang on, let's just raise that. Well, maybe it's worked, because the beginning, I tried direct to, it kind of sequenced to the next waypoint, and it always flew offset. It didn't follow the track, but it's doing it now. Keep fingers crossed. Yeah, hey, Honda Jet. Are you a fan of fly-by-wire controls? Well, I've been asked many times on my streams which aircraft,
traffic, Morningstar 7095 is crossing
which aircraft I prefer. So 737 or the A320, for example. And I've always said that I have to differentiate between working. So my job as an airline pilot, an airline captain, or hand flying the jet. So hand flying the A320 for me, as much as I know it upsets some people, so I'm sorry, but I have a good comparison, right? So hand flying an A320 has never emotionally touched me. Is boring. It's, I wouldn't go that far, but I've never been emotionally connected hand flying an Airbus. The reason being is that it's computer influenced. So the fly-by-wire computers, the augmentation computers, flight control computers, they influence your inputs. So whatever inputs you're doing, they are not true inputs one-to-one to the flight control surfaces. They are checked by flight control computers. They then decide on how far and how much they do on top of their own augmentation. So yeah, it's always been like, it's flying. You can fly it. It's all right. It's stabilizing the aircraft, which is a good thing. But it's just not. not so much fun in my opinion compared to the 737. Yeah, but then again, Bruno, I've heard that it's a nice mixture between some augmentation, but not as much as on the A320. So, whenever I talk to pilots saying hand flying the 787, they say it's a nice mixture. So I'll see how it goes. I'll definitely be able to report back in a couple of weeks. It's area specific. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Right, fuel check. Let's have a look. So Sanin, let's check that real quickly. So we departed, fake by wire, lol. So we departed at 48. So 1648 we departed. So we're supposed to be here at 1749. So 1749, and we're supposed to have 7.2 tons, which looks all right. That looks actually pretty good. Good, 4-hour descent. So let's just have a look here at the Navigraph charts. So 4-hour arrival. We've planned for the HAPS 7 arrival, and right now the weather is 200 at 4. So we are going to go with the 2-4 left approach, we decided. Trim for speed. Yeah, well, you know. Oh, so with a change happening. Turn off the area. I'm not sure. You know, I don't know how good idea it is to, you know, to fly an A320 raw data. It will be very unusual. I mean, we practice that in the flight simulator. Every time we're in a simulator, we have some sort of failure that gets the aircraft into the direct law. But right, so for the 2-4 arrival, we're going to go Habs, and then we go Kamau, Mitik, and so on. So I'm going to try to get that transition. So let's just go into plan mode here. Hold on. Heh? What's this? Oh, that doesn't work. So plan mode. Hey, Taylor, you know what? We're not allowed to use the HUD on our 787s at the moment. So, yeah. That's just the way it is. Thoughts on a Kuro? It's a free add-on, and I like it with the sound mod. It's nice. Textures are nice, etc., etc. So, the only thing is there are going to be some issues from time to time. Oh, you can't fly without it. That's interesting. Well, for us, so why we don't have the HUD, because it takes extra training, which costs money, obviously. And so our company says that there's no real safety gain. I would disagree with that, actually, but that's just me. So, yeah, they decided to save on the costs. Right, so that's correctly inserted here. So let me just check the restrictions. So we're coming in my Miglo, redo, but that's only for 06 left and right, flight 330, so we can ignore the redo limitation. Then we need runway 24 left and right via EPMOC 240 below. So that's something we have to look at. Yeah, correctly programmed there. Then HAPS is going to be 16,000 below for the runway 24. So HAPS 16, that's nice to see it actually works. The next one is Mythic, 9,000 below. That's correct. And then we've got the next restriction is going to be TDAS, max 210 and 4,000 below. And then Ovuvi, yeah, between 4 and, sorry, Maxoc, disregard, Maxoc. So TDAS 4,000 below, then Maxoc is 210 knots as well, 4,000 to 3,000, so between 4 and 3,000. And yeah, we just, oh no, blimey, had a sound cut there. Well, to rain ahead, our HUDs are covered, so they are sealed. Yeah, Taylor West, that's one thing, but the other thing is that ours are covered, and the cover has a seal on it. So yeah, you can't take it off. Probably tail west. I don't know because I'm not rated yet on that aircraft. So very likely, yes. Very likely, yeah. They will have pulled the CB as well. Yeah, good point. Cool. Let's have a look at the airport landing distance available. So we got 2,900 meters. Going to be parking down here, and so we'll vacate Alpha 4, and that means I would say probably autopic setting 2 will be enough. We'll do a flat 30 landing. And then the minimums for the ILS approach. Let's do 2-4 left. Sorry, not 2-4 left, 2-2 left. No, 2-4 left. So 2-4 left ILS. There we go. So it's going to be cross sloker at 3,000, and then on the ILS, got a 3-degree profile. The minimum is going to be.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Duo Channel experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin,
so we'll
where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight infotainment will be served. Thank you.
Hey Lewis, how you doing? Lewis Daniel, thanks for 10
months. And counting.
Thank you so much for the 10. Lewis, thanks for the continued support. I hope you're doing well. Minimum, we'll do bar row, obviously, so bar row 320. Oops. 320. Man, I can't get used to that scrolling. 320. Well, I mean, head is, maybe it's just a military term, head-up display. And then, yeah, HDS is head, no, is it, what's it called? Guidance system, right? Horizontal, no, head-up guiding system, something like that, yeah. Nice. Is it, well, it's pretty hot, isn't it? Or is it better at the coast then? Hey Danny, how you doing? Hi Black Box. Oh yeah, right, Bruno. Good point. So Taylor West, you probably know, but it's so weird. So it has electronic circuit breakers, right? You don't find any circuit breakers in the flight deck. It's so weird. Yeah, so Danny asks, getting some practice in a beautiful 77, still find the wing flex so cool. Yeah. Well, they've dialed down the wing flex on the Kuro version 2. So I think this is actually pretty good now. So I don't think it's too overdone now. Head-up guidance system, HCS, yeah. Really hot, Lewis? Okay, I can imagine. But I tell you what, here in Germany, Northern Europe, it's terrible. It's cold, rainy, miserable, thunderstorms, you know, you name it. Flight Factor 787, tail west. When is that supposed to come out? That's for X-Plane 12, right? Yeah, so terrain ahead, my wife gave me the order to mow the lawn yesterday, and I actually found a dry spell yesterday to do so. Good. Anything else we need to do for preparations? We've got the auto brake. We could do RATNAV maybe. So, is there any VORs? Yeah, Montreal. That's Yankee Uniform Lima. So we'll take Yankee Uniform Lima. 16.3, and then we've got ILS DME. Give you a quick rundown of the missed approach as well. So we fly the ILS, 237 inbound, missed approach. We'll go straight ahead 237 degrees to 2 miles from the ILS DME. Then a climb left turn to 3,000 feet, heading 112, and then outbound on the Montreal VOR radial 144 to VEFSU. And that should be correctly programmed here in the FMC. Yeah, so just seeing that here. 2 miles, 112, intercept 144, so we could fly that in nav mode. Fantastic. I still strength the XWAP. Well, it's getting better. So the latest driver updates have improved stability, so I don't have any bigger complaints. Clouds are very nice today. Look at that, beautiful. No, so only the Joker. I wanted to have a look at the new MK Studios Montreal scenery, and since Montreal is an airport that we fly to on the 787 right now, I want to, you know, get accustomed to the airport. One thing I want to try out as well, just for practicing SOP items. You know, cockpit preparation, etc., is VR. So I'm going to try out some VR here in the 787 in the coming days. Terrain ahead, I think it'll be somewhere in the same amount of streams. I think I will be able to 1 or 2 streams a week to keep you updated, and yeah, it will be more. I'll still fly other aircraft, so 320, 737 are still, you know, on the cards. However, yeah, there will be more 787 flying just to practice. I can tell you then some stuff that I've learned as I go along in my type rating. It depends terrain ahead. It depends on how good the add-ons are. I mean, I can make some videos on, you know, on some basic stuff with subsystems, etc., etc. But obviously, since you can't do failures, yeah, I don't know how you know, promising that would be. So I can't do it on a level, you know, with the FS Labs or the Phoenix. Good, we are coming up to, I'm going to put data here as well, coming up to the top of descent. So I am going to put in, what's the last restriction? 4,000. Okay, so I'm going to give the aircraft again the chance to do this and manage to descend. The thing is, though, like we said, or we saw last time, it's just too clean. So we needed speed brakes in the end. Well, we'll see what other developments. I mean, I don't know if so 777 is going to be released first, and then 787. Okay, well, there we go. Yeah, these developments do take a long time. So interesting kind of terrain around here. I actually flew some BCS F-15 in VR this morning, and I have to say it's just incredible. And the performance there is, you know, anywhere between like 75 to 90 FPS with nice sharp images. And the HP Reverb 2 isn't really the best headset out there, right? The new ones. No, I don't know. I don't get sick with the VR. No, so the story behind this is that this aircraft diverted on their way to Montreal to Chicago because of bad weather, and we're just ferrying it back again to Montreal. No, so the real reason is that the delivery that I downloaded, the Air Canada delivery, has some issues for some reason. So the displays were dark. I couldn't get the displays to work. And then tried the American Airlines delivery, and then that was with Rolls-Royce engines, and I'm pretty sure I installed the Rolls-Royce sound files, but I didn't have any click sounds. So, you know, moving buttons or pressing buttons, moving switches had no sounds. Yeah, so Tail West, I'm going to be really curious to find out how good the animations are with that animated FO and FS2 crew. In the FMS, yeah, maybe the FMC it says that, but it's definitely then a different sound set because of the oh, I don't know why, but for some reason here at least it's working. So hey Valentino, yeah, the wing flex is very nice. So currently, again, on the upper part of the speed bracket, but on path here. So this first restriction is at EPMOC 240 below. So that's our first restriction here. Just wondering if we still have some thunderstorms. Oh, yeah, we got some thunderstorms. I'm just wondering why it's getting so dark outside. So if it's getting loud in a few minutes, if you hear like hail in the background. It's not in the sim. So, is there anything we can do checklist wise? So we've done that. So for the descent, we'll check recall, auto brake. Recall checked. Auto brake is 2. Landing data VREF minimum. Speed ref is currently 132, and minimum baro 320. Approach briefing completed. Next will be the altimeters. Oh, 28 is nice. Oh yeah, Bruno, I got my work schedule for August, and at the moment, I'm sorry to say, I don't have Lisbon. I didn't get that that tour that I requested. Yeah. I'm sure we're going to meet again at some point, Bruno. One thing I really like about the aircraft is it looks very, very nice, very aerodynamic, and I do like the big windows in the flight deck. So coming from A320, I wonder how that. Oh, yeah, guys, this is one thing. The first officer that was on my jump seat the other day. He's currently rated, almost finished on the 787 transition course, and he said he couldn't believe how bad the sun visors are. So apparently, Boeing tried to have the cockpit windows electrically dimmable, like the cabin windows. The FAA apparently said nope. Because what happens if the dimming fails in the maximum dimming setting at night time, right? You won't be able to see anything outside. So that's why they didn't give them the certification for that. And so then, since everything was already designed, they have a rail where you can clip on some shades. But he said, they actually, what they do, especially on the side windows, they take their own car visors, with a suction cup thing, like, and they stick it on there. Yeah. So he said that's so incredibly stupid, but I'll have some good pictures once I fly that. I just couldn't believe it. So like Airbus has, some shades you can pull down or pull up on the sides. Yeah, right. And then you hear Boeing on one of the newest aircraft. It's like, right? Sun visors? No. Yeah. So Danny, you know what? You know what I said? I'll buy one with some nice motifs, like Donald Duck or Mickey Mouse or something. Oh, it's terrible. Danny had a Donald Duck. Well, there you go. It's called creativity. Yeah, that's true. Oh, really? So in the real aircraft, Bob? I've not heard that. That would be pretty bad as well. So currently the send is doing well. So we got HAPS 16,000 below. We're going to be past the transition. I can do that now already. So currently let's just check the weather here. So currently it's 3017. So we'll take 3017. Let's do that here as well. Hey, where's that click spot? Oh, it doesn't have it. What, seriously, can't switch? Okay, well, there we go. Do you got some direct Schiphol flights going? No, I have a lot. I've been to Amsterdam not too long ago, but currently I've got a lot of Nice flights. Strangely enough, I've got so Nice, some local German, so domestic German flights: Stuttgart, Munich, Hanover, Gothenburg. I've got Oslo. I've got Bucharest. I've got Milano. I've got Napoli. I have. Paris and Istanbul, Manchester. So yeah, I've got a couple of well, Istanbul is an airport that is interesting, yeah, no doubt. Let's put the seatbelts on. But it's a little bit of a nightmare regarding taxing. I think that's the airport straight ahead, 12 o'clock. Yeah, that should be the airport there. To West. Oh dear. Yeah, I'll see what guys. Once I start the transition, once I hear about these things, rest assured, I'll tell you all about it. Well, no. So interestingly enough, you know, Istanbul, they have on their charts, so on the airport operational information, they have clear instructions on the taxi routings. So they will give you a taxi route name, and then you just follow. Let's say standard 1 or standard 2, whatever, and then you just follow that. Yeah, different colors as well. Yeah, so it's not really that complicated. It's just long taxi. Hey Diego, do you think Airbus has a supremacy on the market share? Well, Diego, in my opinion, yes. Boeing has shot themselves in the foot regarding the 737 MAX. And so Airbus has a clear advantage going through all of the different, 319, 320, 321, NEOs, the XLRs, and then the 330, 350, and, well, 380 is not built anymore. But so in my opinion, yeah, definitely. Uh-oh. My sim is frozen. Something's loaded in. Yeah, so I would say definitely Airbus has a clear lead in that regard. Yeah, loading freeze, like, blimey. It's a beautiful day, though. Like it. So next one is Mythic 9000 below. We're currently still on path. How many miles do we have to there? So we have... how many miles is that? 10 miles. 3,000. Okay, well, yeah, it should be all right. So 9,000 below. Somebody's transmitting on guard. Montreal traffic, Air Canada 533 is on the hub's arrival. We'll fly the ILS approach 24 left in Montreal. So we're coming up to 10,000 feet. We're going to go with the landing lights on. It's a bit stuttery here. How many FPS? No, 60 FPS, all fine. Bit of turbulence, bit of floppy wing there. Yeah, now it's unable to maintain VNAV, speed brake required. All right, let's help out a bit then. Yeah, so it's like slowing down is the issue now. It's not the altitude, so we're on path regarding altitude, but the speed reduction is a bit limited, so speed brakes out. Speed brakes back in. Good, so checklist. Altimeters 3017 set. Next is going to be the landing checklist. Alright, there's the airfield. Yeah, after landing we'll have a look at nighttime lighting as well. Wonder if he code the auto completion at some point. Yeah, who knows? Something I really like is the big displays. For me, you know, at my age, big displays is an advantage. There we go. Right, lovely. I can see downtown Montreal there. So here we've got 4,000 below, and then speed needs to go back to 210 at max up there. TDAS is 240. Oh, TDAS 210. No, so maybe it's going to be complaining in a minute because of the slow speed. Another large area, right? Look at that huge city there. Really large. Down here, yeah. It helps. I was just saying. Oh, you do? Yeah, hang on. So, no, menu. Where is it? There. Can't use it. It doesn't work. Yes, it's not modeled yet. There we go. So we're still doing nicely on the descent path, so all good. And we have the ILS already identified. India Mike, Quebec. Oh my god. Hey, Anon, come back. Anon, thank you much for the €3.
Thank you for your kind donation, and please join us on the captain's table.
Oh, New Zealand again. Yes, lovely.
Guten Morgen, Captain from New Zealand. What a fascinating city Montreal is. All the best with the transition to the 787, and maybe one day will be one of your flying passengers in the future.
Absolutely. And thank you so much for the €3 donation again. And yes, that invitation goes to anyone that should ever be on one of my aircraft. Rest assured you get a full cockpit tour, including pictures and all. Thank you once again. That's really kind. So 4,000 feet. We're now going down to 3,000. It's accepting the restriction. That's very nice. Here comes the first set of flaps. Flaps 1. Speed is checked. Flaps 1. So it says 4,000 below, 3,000 above. So that's why it's staying at 4,000. If anything, I can do the following. I'm going to force it now to selected vertical speed down. And we're going to slow down as well here. Montreal traffic, Air Canada 533 is on downwind runway 24 left in Montreal. I know I don't have the Air Canada livery. It's a long story.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Oops.
Hyatt Black Box 711. Hope you are keeping well.
That's really kind. Thank you, I am. Toma, it's a very stressful week at work, but I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, and thanks for the 33 months of support. Toma, I hope you're doing well. So we're going to maintain 3,000. Helicopter, all right. Oh, it's just started to rain outside here. Guys, if you hear loud rain... Ugh. 2, 3... I think he put the inbound course, right? There we go. Center line. It's lovely, hazy. I love it. Really nice atmosphere. So we've got lock and glide slope armed. Altitude hold at 3,000 feet. Wow, that got really hazy. Yeah, so Diego, the plan is to do a shared flight. What I need to do, though, I need to find a time to test the Felis 747-200, get myself acquainted with it again. And then the plan is to do a shared flight with Sim Caesar and maybe Quas, if he's interested. And we've got some thunder as well. Flaps 5, speed is checked. Flaps 5. Yeah, it's such a bug here. Oh, Conti, yeah, Conti as well, yeah. He would love that. Wow, that's a lot of oxygen here. What is that? So the intercept will follow very soon at around about 9 miles from the ILS. Oh, it doesn't have a DME for some reason. Okay, well, about 9 miles. So here's 10. Glide slope is alive. Oh, that's a stadium of some sort. Look at that. That looks really nice. Tell you what, I'm looking forward to stay in Montreal. That looks really nice. Very interesting. All right, runway is in sight. Here comes the glide slope. And then missed approach, also 3,000 feet. So missed approach altitude is already set. Very nice. Glide slope intercept. I am going to switch off the auto thrust here. Does that work? No. So I'll take it out here. There we go. Auto thrust is off. Gears coming down. Manual flight.
2500.
Flaps 15. I'll go 132. So 137 on the approach speed. Flaps 20. Keep trimming the aircraft. Here we go. And flaps 30. Final setting. Now let's see, how can I arm the speed brakes? I hope this is correct. One more checklist to do. Speed brake is armed, landing gear is down, and flaps 30. And that's the checklist complete. Montreal traffic, Canada. Oh, that's the wrong button. Montreal traffic, Air Canada 533 is on a 4-mile final. Runway 24 left in Montreal. So let's try to get the power setting correct. Seems very low power settings, doesn't it? N1 is at 50%. Well, I can tell you what. Oh,
1000.
1000 is check. Can I use the? Oh, there we go. Very nice. Just slightly below the path. Let's try to regain that. It's a bit bumpy as well. There's just 6 knots of wind. Now we're getting a little bit high. Let's correct that. Yeah, but that flight path vector is actually very good, isn't it? Quite like it. That really helps. Wind has shifted now to the left a little bit. Continue. It always takes a little while to get used to the symbology.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Come on. There we go. We got spoilers, reverse. I don't know why the auto brake always disconnects. Now that's how pros do it. Lovely. Not too bad today. Didn't slam it. And as mentioned before, we'll roll down to the end here. So auto brake is off. Let's throw the spoilers and we'll vacate at the end. Now the question is where, actually no, let's vacate here. So where do we, no, let's vacate at the end. The brakes, one thing I've noticed, the brakes here are not that responsive. Flaps are going up. Yeah, I was on full brakes, but Let's go use GSX. Let's go gate. Is it Sierra? Let's go Sierra. Oh no. I don't know why it only finds one gate all the time. Gate. Medium heavy, there we go.
The requested position is already assigned to another aircraft.
Right, let's go with the memes. So where's my... Oh, guys, I was in Bologna the other day, and to my absolute disappointment, the Lamborghini currently is broken, apparently. So who can spot the follow me? Where is it? Has anybody seen it? The arrival, I can see the arrival time, estimate time arrival, 1 minute 23 seconds. Where is that coming from? That is so ridiculous. Oh my god. From Chicago, yeah. Oh, hang on, there he is. Oh, hold on. I can see him. Come on, here we are. No. Oh, this is always hilarious. Oh, here he is. So it's taking the road. Good man. Oh, it's always so funny. Right, here we are. You've got to follow me. He's definitely drunk. Yeah, I follow you. You lead the way. Now, strictly speaking, I would have to follow him directly. So if he goes and crosses... So if he does that, I need to follow him. What happened to Edward's stream yesterday, Alpha? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, the thunders. Yeah. Not too long, not too far away here. He was seriously on stream. Is that allowed? Isn't there some sort of Twitch regulation on that? Thank you, Marina, for the raid. Marina Helly, big shout out. Welcome. I hope you had a good stream. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Beautiful. That's a nice parking spot. I like it. And we've got the marshal as well. Lovely. Now he's disappeared. Oh, because we have a docking system. How cool. Yeah, look at that. 788. Brilliant. GG. I love it. So we'll go a little bit more to there. And then we'll go straighten up a bit. 16 meters. 13 meters. A little bit. Right, now on the line. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2... And we're there. Park and brake on. That is cool. I like it. So we've got the APU available. 2-1. That to standby. That now goes off, 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 off. We'll take the ground power. Beacon off. And let's check. Hydraulic panel is off or set. Fuel pumps off. Flaps are up. Park and brake set. And fuel control switches are off. And that's the shutdown checklist completed. Very nice. Cool. So this is MK Studios Montreal. So as far as I can see it, they've already also modeled some of the interior, which is very nice. Like it. Excuse me. So yeah, so not everything, because that would definitely cause a lot of issues with FPS. But very nice. Got some construction work going on as well. So with the frame generation on, obviously you get, you know, high FPS, but if you zoom around a bit, it does feel a little bit laggy, but that's fine. So let's go with night time, shall we? So let's go and have a look here. Sunset. Here comes the first lights. Beautiful already. Very nice. Oh, what's this? It's the interior. No, that's just a little bit textured. All right, cool. Let's have a look at nighttime here real quickly. So time, what time is it? 8:30, so doing all right. So this is now nighttime. Yeah, I like the lighting. I like that more whitish kind of apron lighting. No, so I don't know how many FPS you get with your 3080 Ti. The frame generation is something which, yes, gives you higher FPS, but what I found is that it doesn't necessarily give you smooth gameplay all the time. So yeah, you know, and also you may get some texture issues from time to time, but I think they've solved that. So high FPS doesn't automatically mean smoother kind of simulation. You can still get some lags and stutterers. Gives you a higher electricity bill for sure. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, Bologna is nice, Danny. Like I said, I've just been there in real life, and I've actually filmed the landing. So we'll go back to Bologna soon, and I can show you the real world recording. Just like today now, when we fly from Prague to Naples, I'll show you a real world video again of the landing there. And nice, big thank you to all the support. Love you guys. Thank you so much. My moderators, as always, thanks for all the help. Thanks for being here. Yeah, exactly. So I'll be back in about 10 minutes time. And then we'll fly the fly-by-wire mod from yeah, Praha on VATSIM, Praha to Napoli. Thank you so much, everyone. See you soon.